Welcome in the second part of the video. In the first part of the video, I told you about the introduction of the poem Asleep in the Valley. And in this second part, I would try to explain or to paraphrase the poem Asleep in the Valley. So let's look at the lines of the poem. The first part of the poem: a small green valley where a slow stream flows. The poet describes a valley. Valley is green and small, and in this valley a slow stream flows. And when a slow stream flows, it leaves long strands of silver on the bright grass. Long strands. Strands is actually strips. Strips or shore. Long strips of silver on the bright grass. Here the voice, you need to understand why is the grass bright and why is the silver or strips of stream is silver. It will be clear in the next line. From the mountain top, valley is surrounded by mountain, and from the mountain top, sun's rays come down. Stream the sun's rays. Here the word stream has been used as a verb. Stream the sun's rays. The sun's rays are coming down from the mountain top in the valley, and they fill the hollow. Hollow here refers to the valley. They fill the hollow full of light. The sun's rays fill the valley full of light, and due to the bright rays of the sun, the grass is bright and the stream appears to be silvery. In the second part of the octave, the poet writes a soldier very young, lies open-mouthed. In this beautiful valley, a very young soldier is lying. He lies open-mouthed. A pillow, he is lying on a pillow, and this pillow is made of fern. Fern is the long slender grass. A pillow made of fern beneath his head. When the soldier lies, there is a pillow beneath his head, and this pillow is made of fern. This pillow is made of natural long grass. Asleep. There is a significance of the word asleep in this poem. The soldier is asleep. He is in deep sleep. Stressed. The soldier's body is stressed, fully stressed in the heavy undergrowth. Heavy, dense undergrowth, bushes and plants. So here the poet wants to describe that the soldier's body is lying on the dense bushes and plants. Pale is the color, the yellowish color. In his is the soldier's. Warm, green, sun-soaked bed. The bed of the soldier is warm due to the sunlight. Green, it is natural, green, and sun-soaked. The greenery, the bushes, the plants have soaked the sunlight, so it is sun-soaked bed. And pale. The young soldier appears to be pale, probably due to the bright sunlight. Now, come to the sestate of the poem. The poet continues to describe the sleeping soldier. His feet among the flowers. The soldier's feet are among the flowers. The poet describes the head of the soldier. When he is sleeping, his head is beneath, there is a pillow beneath his head, and now his body is on the heavy undergrowth, And now the poet talks about his feet, the soldier's feet. The soldier's feet are among the flowers. The soldier sleeps. His smile, the soldier's smile, is like an infant's, gentle without guile. Boys, here the poet has used simile. One of the figures of his speech, the poet has used simile to describe the smile of the soldier. The soldier's smile is like the smile of an infant. And the smile of the infant is pure and innocent. It is gentle, it is without any guile, it is without any deceit, it is without any cunningness. The smile of the soldier is innocent, pure and gentle. Now the poet says, here the poet requests nature by exclaiming a word, nature. The poet requests nature to keep the soldier warm. To keep the soldier warm because he may catch cold. The soldier is lying in the valley, and the valley might be very cold, and in this cold weather the soldier may catch cold. So the poet requests nature to keep him warm. Now come to the last part of the poem, the last part of the sestate. Here the poet says, the humming insects. The word humming is onomatopoeic word. It is a sound producing word. The word produced by insects when they are flying. Humming insects don't disturb his rest. The soldier is asleep, the soldier is in his rest, and these humming insects do not disturb the rest of the soldier. He sleeps in sunlight. You have already come to know that the sunlight is coming in the valley. So the soldier sleeps in the open under the sunlight, one hand on his breast. One of the hands of the soldier is on his chest. He is lying at peace. The soldier is sleeping blissfully. The soldier is sleeping peacefully. There is no disturbance in the soldier's sleep. And boys, come to the point. Earlier I told you that this is a war poem, but you may be surprised. Where is the war in this poem? Not a single word about war, about fight, about struggle have been used till now. This is why this is a different kind of poem. Look at the last line of the poem, and here the poet expresses his feelings. In his side, in the side of the soldier, there are two red holes. Red holes are the bullet marks. The soldier was hit by the bullet, and these two red holes are the bullet wounds marked by blood. So what does it mean? The poet comes to an end with a very tragic note. Asleep in the valley, here the word asleep means eternal sleep. Eternal sleep, permanent sleep. Boys, the soldier is not sleeping. The soldier is actually dead. He was hit by the bullet in the previous war, and he is lying in the valley dead. This is why the humming insects do not disturb the rest of the soldier. How can the humming insects disturb the rest of the soldier when he is dead? So here is the main point. Here is the nutshell of the poem, the main idea of the poem. And as we say that this is a war poem, when we find that in this beautiful valley, a young soldier, a very young soldier, who is smiling, is lying dead. And the soldier is actually the victim of the war, the casualty of the war. And the message of the poem is, war is such a sinful act that cannot spare even such a beautiful valley. So the war is futile, and here comes the end of the explanation of the poem. Boys, I hope you might have understood it properly, and you have any problem, you may raise in the next class, in the next video. Thank you. That's all.